I'd like to call the Pasadena City Council meeting to order, October 4th, 2016. If we will all stand, Dr. Jan Wheeler, founder and executive director of Project Joy and Hope, will give us the invocation. Councilmember Jeff Wagner will lead us in the pledges.
May we pray. Father God, thank you for the opportunity to wake today on this beautiful day with joy and hope and the opportunity to serve you. Help us to have eyes to see and willing hands to help those whose needs are great. Please, Lord, bless our leaders, our police officers, and all who serve so capably here in the city of Pasadena. Give us wisdom, God. Help us to make thoughtful decisions, to use our resources fairly, and help us as a nation to be one nation under God. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
No time.
Right.
Hey, you can buy ties that already tied.
Okay, we
Just
ready?
slip over
We
your
stand
head,
adjourned.
Not that easy.
Okay, Jeff? Mr. Wagner.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The Harris County Precinct 2 Master Gardeners are hosting a family day this Saturday, October the 8th. It's going to be at the Genoa Friendship Garden. That's 1202 Genoa Red Bluff. Also a festival, fall festival at the Madison Job Senior Center, October 14th from 11 to 2. Be live entertainment, food, and special things there for the seniors. Saturday, October 15th is the Ikacho-Con Sci-Fi Convention. Last year there was 1,200 people there. So it's going to be at the Central Library. Please, if you're involved in that, please show up because it's a very, very big show. Also, October 22nd from 10 to 2 is Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. If you have prescriptions that you don't use any longer, please go to, I'll find out where it's at. Well, I don't even know where it's at.
The mayor's office.
Go to the mayor's office. It'll be on the website. Please look that up. And do not bring it to the mayor's office, I promise you.
Been acting a little loopy. That would explain some things.
Also, October 8th, the 17th Annual Fire Prevention Festival. Now, that will be at the Strawberry Park Pavilion. If you get a chance, please go out there. With that, I pass, Mayor.
Okay, Councilmember Pat Van Houten.
Morning. Pasadena has a beach, and it's clean, it's not crowded, it's a lot closer than Galveston, and it's free for Pasadena residents. And this Saturday, October 8th, they're having a party. This is Bayfest in El Jardín. It's from noon to 6 p.m. They have free admission, music. It is a fundraiser for the neighborhood. They will have food for sale and a number of vendors, a mechanical bowl, which is not the same kind of bowl you get here, and games for the children. Jean Green is sponsoring a Paying for College workshop on Monday, October 17th at 7 p.m. at Pasadena High School. And there will be an extra city council meeting next week. This is to get the property tax rate passed by the deadline. That's Tuesday, October 11th at 4 p.m. I think that's the only thing on the agenda, but the mayor can tell us for sure if you can expect anything else then.
Councilmember Morrison.
Well, just want to say just congratulations to all the Pasadena Rodeo members and all for the successful rodeo they had last week. But that went real well, and this weekend is a barbecue cook-off, so don't forget that. It goes along with it. And also, National Night Out is tonight. So for y'all's neighborhoods and things like that, be sure to get out and meet your neighbors. That I pass.
Councilmember Ronaldo Yubara.
Welcome new employees and congratulations to those service awards, 25, 30, and 35 years. That'll pass me.
Councilmember Bruce Lehman.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this morning, and like Councilman Ibarra said, welcome new employees, and thank you and congratulations to the service award recipients that I passed.
Councilmember Sammy Casados.
I'll pass, Mayor.
Councilman.
Everybody's done said what I want to say.
Cody Ray Wheeler.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to remind people that live in District D, right in the middle of the city, Primrose Senior Living is going to have a neighborhood night out tonight. They always do it every year. It's a really great event. They usually have hot dogs, police and firefighters come out. So if you have time tonight, make it out there. It starts at 5:30. Thank you.
Councilman Kerry Bass.
Good morning. Thank y'all for coming out today. We've been enjoying some great weather. If it was like this all summer, we'd have more people living here. I think we got humidity coming back, but this weekend we've got another front coming in. So anyway, I want to thank y'all again. We've got some people receiving rewards. I think it's about 160 years of awards being put out today. And so we really appreciate their duty and their service and everything. Thank y'all very much for coming out today.
Well, as has been said, I had a great rodeo this year and hopefully a good one next year too. And the cook-off is beginning Thursday, I believe? Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And National Night Out's tonight, so the reason for National Night Out is to get to know your neighbors. You know, a lot of people working all the time and just, you know, the businesses today and all, they're just so busy but this is a chance to meet your neighbors and get to know them. And one of the purposes of that is so each one of you can watch your other's house, you know, during the day. And we can't put enough policemen on the street to do that, so get to know your neighbors, make arrangements with them to watch each other's house and call the police whenever, you know, they see something strange. So it's really a good night. A lot of people participate in that. Okay, council, it gets us down to citizens wishing to address council. Mrs. Cooper.
Good morning, Mayor Johnny, Council, City Secretary. I'm here for, I guess you could call it simple animal abuse, to put it very bluntly. And on September the 30th, which was last Friday, at 4:27, the bus let out at the corner of 900 Davis and 900 Francis. And a little bully neighborhood child, 11 years old, he abused my animal for the second time, and I had to call the police department because it was the second time that my animal had been abused by this same individual. The first time I explained to him, if you ever abuse my dog again, I will call the Pasadena Police Department and file animal abuse charges. And he said to me, quote unquote, I'm 10 years old, the police can't do anything to me. But he's 11, he's not 10. But he said that I'm 10 years old and the police can't do anything to me. So I called the police out. Officer Perales, P-E-R-A-L-E-S, came to the scene. He was not concerned at all whatsoever about my animal. He did not ask, was my animal hurt? Was he bleeding? After I had explained everything that had transpired, the handfuls of pebbles of rocks that he had picked up and threw through the chain link fence and splattered my dog in the face with these rocks about the size of BBs. And Officer Perales had he never asked, is your dog okay? He never said, you need to take him to the vet. Can I look at the animal or anything of that sort? And after I explained everything that had transpired and had happened, and I was going to explain that the kid went then from the chain link to the side of my wood fence to put his hand under the fence for the dog to agitate him, maybe to get him to bite, because the dog was just barking and, you know, from the hit in the face, and he was hurting very badly. I was yelling at the kid to leave you need to go home. I said, I'm going to call the police. And that's when he was yelling back at me, you can call the police. I'm 10 years old. They're not going to do anything to me. So as I was explaining all of this to Officer Perez, two officers pulled up in a Suburban across the street, and it was Officer Randall's and Officer Mack, M-A-C. And they came in at the tail end of everything. And as we were walking to the wood fence, and I bent down to show him where he put his hand under the fence to agitate the dog more, or get the dog to bite. Thank you, Linda. He at that point, Officer Perez cut me completely off. He rudely stopped me, and he said to me, quote unquote, he said, what kind of dog do you have, and what's your dog's name? And I stopped for a moment, and I looked at the officer, and I said, what? He said, what kind of dog do you have? And I thought he was going to ask me, is he hurt? Is he okay? How bad is he hurt? That was never even addressed at all about the condition of my animal. And I said to Officer Perez, I said, sir, I said, what does the breed of an animal have to do with animal abuse? I said, I can't connect here where you're coming from. I said, what does it have to do with his breed? What's his name? What does that have to do with any of the animal abuse? And he stated to me, well, if you're not going to tell me the breed of your animal, I'm out of here, and I'll go back there. And I told him where the little neighborhood bully lived on Francis Street, and the address as well. And Officer Randall's, he became very, very irate. He had a complete anger outburst with Officer Mack standing there as well. And Officer Randall's, his behavior was so inappropriate, unacceptable, inexcusable. He treated me like you would treat your wife. You know, that's what husband and wives do. They holler and scream at each other.
Not everywhere.
Oh, sure they do. All the wives do that. And the husband scream and yell. But, he treated me like a husband and wife team here, the way they respond to one another, screaming, yelling back and forth. And I looked at Officer Randall's, and I said, sir, I said, I'm not your wife. I don't have to take this. And I said, I'm not going to. I'm going to call the patrol supervisor and file a complaint. Officer Mack immediately said, are you going to complain on me? And I said, no, sir, Officer Mack. You've been very kind. You've been very considerate. And I said, you have showed me a lot of professionalism, and I commend you for that. And Officer Randall's turned around and went like this and said, we're leaving. And I said to him, quote unquote, before you leave, I need all three of your names written down on a piece of paper. Randall's escalated his voice, and he yelled at me, and he said, quote unquote, I ain't writing down these names. And I said, sir, I need all three of your names. And so he pulled out this, with this little attitude swinging here, and he wrote down Randall's and Mack. And he went like this, Mayor Isabel, this is all you get. And I said, sir, there was three here, not two. And he said to me, this is all you get. And he turned around and headed across the street to get into the Suburban, and here come Perez around the corner. And I walked out to Perez, and I said, Officer Perez, would you please write your name on this sheet of paper? He wrote it on the paper, and they started to leave, and I said, hold up. I said, what happened? I said, did you talk to the kid? What happened? And he said to me, quote unquote, he said he wouldn't answer the door. And I said, well, I explained to you that he wasn't going to do that. His parents are not there. He gets off the bus. He's there by himself. And I said his own father, which is his stepfather, explained to me, we can't control him. So I want to say all Blue Lives Matter, all lives matter. I support the police department. My father was in law enforcement, and he was a city father here also. And I want to say that we have the two finest mayors, Mayor Isabel and Mayor Jack Douglas, former Councilman Jack
Well,
Douglas.
maybe you can have a little more time. Ms.
I
Cooper,
really
Ms.
mean
Cooper,
this.
thank you very much.
I really mean this with all my heart, and we do have the finest police department, but we do have a few bad apples.
Thank you.
And we have one bad detective that I know of, and I won't mention his name.
Thank you.
He knows who he is. Thank you, sir.
Okay, gets down to the docketed city council hearing. I would like at this time to open the hearing on the proposed property tax rate. No one has signed up to speak, but let me just ask again from the audience, is there anyone here that would like to talk or make a comment about the 2016 tax rate, proposed property tax rate? If not, I will close the public hearing at this time, and let me make an announcement. The City Council will meet at City Council Chambers on Tuesday, October the 11th, 2016, at 4 p.m., and again, Tuesday, October 18th, 2016, at 6 p.m. to adopt the property tax rate. That's just an announcement. Anybody would like to come to either one of those two meetings and see what we're doing, you're more than welcome. Okay, Council, or Randy, you doing the proclamations, or it's Karen? All right, Karen.
Good morning, Mayor Isabel, City Council members, Madam Secretary. I'm Karen Holland. I'm the Industry and Neighborhood Network Manager for the City of Pasadena, and we have some exciting things to announce today that are going on in Pasadena. There's some really good things. Today, I'm so honored to have two special people here at City Council. The first one I'd like to announce is Mr. Mike Gilbert. He is the plant manager for Chevron Phillips Plastic. Chevron, let me get this straight. Chevron Phillips Chemical Plastic. Please forgive me. I'll start over. Chevron Phillips Chemical Pasadena Plastics Company. Did I get that right, sir? Very good. We also, pardon me, it's a tongue twister, isn't it? I have more to go. We also have Jerusha Terry here, who's the community relations for Chevron Phillips. Chevron Phillips, I've been with the city since 1998, and Chevron Phillips has been our partner with the Neighborhood Network since 1998. You gave me my first conference table. You supported the RMP rollout with ECMA, and without your company's support, we would not have built the Pasadena Industrial Network. When Mayor Isabel had the vision of doing the fence program, it was Chevron Phillips, Roy Watson, Zachary, Joe Dow, and through this company's leadership, the other companies followed suit. So I stand here before you, sir, and your company, and I say thank you for believing in our city, my work at the city, and for also continuing this effort. Since 1998, Mayor, they have done 32 community projects. Wow. If you calculate the state mandated hours, that's well over $1 million that we get in labor cost. I cannot stress the value that this company has brought to the community. So I just wanted to honor you in a special way, yourself, Van Lawn, the list goes on, all the plant managers that have been at your company. We had a meeting, Roy Watson, Bruce Dockall, and they came to me and said, we want to help the mayor with his fencing project, and I said, what's the best way to do this? They gave me the idea of the Pasadena Industrial Community Network, and they helped me build it, and they're still here to help us build it. So with that, the last project you took the lead on, sir, and let me say this, it was your idea, Bruce Lehman, but without this man's checking off, we wouldn't have had all the industry there, because they are his contractors and his company. So I believe in getting credit where credit is due, Mr. Gilbert. So with that, I'd like for all of us to please give appreciation to Chevron Phillips and to Jerusha. The old Crown Cemetery project was fantastic. You all were there. That is a historical project. We found graves there from people who fought to make our city what it is today. So thank you for believing in our city and for giving back. And with that, I have a plaque for you and Jerusha, and also a photo frame of your last project. I'll have more. Y'all give it a hand. I
Keep your hands off your brother.
Careful.
All right, wonderful. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Mike, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Say my words here. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of Pasadena.
Well, we're honored. Thank you for being here.
Mayor, we have two other things, if that's all right?
Yes.
Okay. We have
Right on.
another exciting thing going on in Pasadena. Silver Sycamore Tea Room. I'm so excited. Jackie, would you stand up and come up here, please? She's too humble to do this, so I'm going to do it for her. Jackie Spagner.
Jackie's humble.
Well, she is to me. Jackie is the owner with her family of the Silver Sycamore Tea Room, and they have recently been giving a great honor, and I'm going to read this to you. They are the first bed and breakfast in the Houston and Pasadena area to receive the 5 Diamond Star Award. You can only get that by a very extensive site visit certification. Not everyone gets this. There's only 532 of these in the state of Texas. There are none in the city of Houston. So Jackie, with your business, you have brought a facility that when people go on Expedia, or what is the other website, Jackie? I believe it's breakfast.com. When people are searching to go on vacation, when they go to those two sites, her company comes up as a 5-star diamond. I don't know about y'all, but when I go to travel, that's what I look for. So she has brought something to our city that no one else has. So we want to honor you for that and say thank you and good job. And her mission statement, I'm going to read this to you. Here's their mission statement. Our goal is to make a difference for the community, our team members' lives, our guests, while offering exceptional products and service. So with that, Jackie, we say thank you. Can we get a quick picture, please?
Yeah, I got about 1 mile left.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Jackie.
Okay, one other quick announcement, Mayor. Thank you for my time. Another exciting thing in Pasadena, we're all about good things in our departments. J.C. Penney's is here. Would you please stand up, sir? The general manager of J.C. Penney's is with us. October the 9th, Denise, would you stand up? October the 9th is going to be Shop at J.C. Penney's Day. So y'all come up here at the city of Pasadena. I'm going to be there with our table for the neighborhood network, the industry network. I'll have little coupons to give out. You're going to get 25% off of all your purchases.
Wow.
Plus, they have additional sales. And they're partnering with the Silver Sycamore. And Tricia Perkins, would you bring your team up here? There's an event called the Esther Project. And J.C. Penney's, Denise, who is the salon stylist, is partnering. Silver Sycamore is part of this, and also Teen Challenge. So I'm going to let Tricia explain that, but we have a great project going on. I'm inviting mayor and council out to it. So Tricia, would you please come up?
Good morning. Can you hear me? Sometimes it's hard. First of all, I want to say thank you to each of you for giving me this opportunity to come and share with you what we have been doing for the last 5 years. And graciously, Karen invited me to come and share this project with you. I've been a resident of Pasadena for 33 years, and I've had family members that live on the north side of Houston that continually ask us to leave and come over there, but our roots are deep here, and we've built our family and our home here, and I don't see us ever moving. So first of all, proud to be a Pasadena citizen. The reason I'm here today is to share with each of you this project that we have done for the last 5 years with Teen Challenge ladies that are on Frieza Street. A few years back, I wanted to help these girls in a way that was not just fixing up their building or doing things like that. We wanted to show these girls what they could do and have them come into our church and have haircuts and manicures and facials and all of the fun stuff. And so for 5 years, we've worked on doing this project for these girls with just trained stylists, of course, and then just our ladies and partners and friends that came in to help us. This year, a gentleman asked us could he talk to his store manager about getting some supplies like shampoos and things like that for goodie bags. And they so graciously asked me to come in and share with them what we were doing. And whenever I went in, they made a very generous offer to take this project on as their project and bring the girls into their salon, which is, I had no idea, JCPenney's has 21 seats in their salon, which is amazing. I was shocked to know that they were that large. But they have generously offered to have our ladies come in and do all their haircuts and all of their manicures and do makeup makeovers with the Sephora stylist that they have there. So these ladies are actually getting a very great opportunity to get these things done for them. The Teen Challenge people are the two ladies here are the staff, and I don't know if even the city or some people even know that they are here, but they are a facility that is a Christ-centered program for women that struggle with alcohol and substance abuse. And this is a program that is a 12 to 14-month program, so they are there, not able to sometimes leave the facility to go and have haircuts or any of the luxuries that most of us have. So this was an idea to just bring this to them. And so this year, we have been blessed by JCPenney's and Miss Jackie here to have the girls come for a luncheon all on the same day, October the 9th, which is this next Sunday. And they are going to treat these girls like the queens that they really are. And so the reason that we even do this is because we know that deep down inside, these girls may be struggling with their own sense of identity, but we know that they were born for such a time as this and that they were created with a purpose. And we hope that through this process that they are able to recognize and realize the potential that they have. So that day we have some special things. They're offering to do door prizes, so anyone that shows up that day, whether you're a man or a woman, you can come and shop at JCPenney's that day. And we want to support this business and Miss Jackie to let them know that we are always wanting to partner with the community and the businesses to make this city a better city. So I just want to say thank you for allowing me to speak today and to thank each one of these people for their generous offer to bless these girls.
Why don't you tell the audience once again, when's that 25% discount? What day was that?
It's on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
Tonight.
Mayor, JCPenney's gave me this to read real quickly. Tricia, let me just read this. JCPenney Salon and their company, JCPenney Esther Project Queen for a Day. JCPenney Salon by InStyle and Support. Let me just make a point. InStyle magazine, I don't know if y'all know about that. That is very cutting edge. That's where everyone goes to get their style ideas. So JCPenney's, my point to everyone is this. JCPenney's is not your grandma's JCPenney's anymore. They have Sephora, which is a wonderful makeup place. It's not. They have beautiful clothing. You don't have to go to the Galleria or Baybrook. You have it right here in Pasadena. So, has partnered with Bay Christian Academy in the city of Pasadena to host Queen for a Day for the Esther Project on October 9th from 2 to 6 p.m. on behalf of JCPenney's. Chris Atkins is the general manager. Denise Speiler is the salon manager. We are very excited to reach out and give the ladies of Teen Challenge a day of beauty. We would also like to invite all of you out for a day of shopping and a special discount of 25% on this day by mentioning the Esther Project to your cashier in the salon. So ladies, Get out there, get your hair done, 25% off, say the Esther Project. If you come through the front door, I'm going to give you a ticket, go shop, you get 25% off. And then it says, we look forward to seeing everyone at our store and to make this day a complete success. Thank you, Chris Atkins and Denise. Very good.
Thank you all very much. Chris?
Thank you, Mayor.
Oh.
And y'all can leave now. Ready to go? Yes, and I'll go. Thank you, Mayor.
Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Blunt, and I'm with the Parks and Recreation Department, with the Adaptive Recreation Division. I want you to know, first off, that Pasadena is a leading city in the nation for adaptive programming. Most cities don't have a division that's dedicated for that, so it's pretty special. So again, thank you so much for that. Over Labor Day weekend, we hosted an international wheelchair basketball tournament at the Pasadena Convention Center, and that wouldn't have been possible without the help of Whataburger. Whataburger donated the courts that the athletes played on. They donated bags and water bottles and coupons, and we did the first ever Whataburger wheelchair free throw contest, where Whataburger gave away the winner, or the winner received Whataburger for 1 year. We are thrilled to have partnered with Whataburger for this 25th anniversary, and we can't be more excited to present them the award for all the things they do for us and the Parks and Recreation Department. So thank you, Whataburger.
Wow. Wow. Hamburgers for a year. Got my attention. Oh, sure. Fast a second.
So thank you, Whataburger.
Thank you. Randy?
Mayor and Council, one thing I will promise, I will not have you stand up again. But it was good that y'all did that. It's my honor and my pleasure to do the service awards for the recipients this month. First off, we have 25 years, Jorge Alonso, Building and Equipment. Come on up. The TV can see you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Next, with 35 years, Ben Catan, Water Distribution. See? Come around over here. Look at the, I'm sorry? Look at the camera over there. Thank you. I know we can see on TV. Thank you. Next, with 35 years in the police department, Sergeant Danny Webb.
Wow.
Congratulations. Let the camera see you there. All right, you want to carry it out? Okay, all right, good deal. Thank you. We had two other recipients that could not be here today, and we'll make sure they get their awards. Steve Johnson, 35 years in the police department, and Lieutenant Kevin Wingerson, 35 years in the police department. As Councilmember Bass said, 160 years combined with service. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. It's down, Council, to the minutes of September 20th.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
Councilmember Wagner, second by Councilmember Wheeler, that the minutes be approved. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Progress payments 13A, B, C, D, E, and F.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman, second by Councilmember Wheeler. Progress payments be approved. I noticed it's annual storm sewer replacement project, wastewater treatment plant. My goodness, fire station number 5, citywide sanitary sewer rehab programs. A lot of work going on in the city. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Finance Resolution 2719.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler,
Second.
second by Councilmember Casados. Finance resolution be approved. Is there any discussion?
Mayor,
Councilmember.
I'd like to abstain from anything in regards to Bass Montague.
Correct. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Finance, or personnel changes, A and D.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman, second by Councilmember Morrison. Personnel changes be approved. Is
Yeah,
there?
Mayor, quick comment, if I may. There's one person that works at the engineering department that is leaving us. His name's Dia, and I've had the good fortune to be able to work with him. He's worked with the city the last 13 years. I'm an engineer, and he's an engineer, so we've got to work on several things together. And he's moving on to the private sector, so best wishes to Dia in that. Thanks for all he did for Pasadena while he's here.
You're absolutely right. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. City boards and commission reports, item 17A, Houston Suburban Estates. Councilman.
Introduction of new employees.
Pardon?
Introduction of new employees.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're
That's
right.
okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, number one, first is Emilio Cano, sign markings technician in traffic and transportation. Go ahead and stand up. He is a graduate of Deer Park High School. Prior to working for the city, he worked for Speedy G's Acoustic and Ceilings as a delivery driver. Thank you. Next is Mary Estrada, utility worker 2, Street and Bridge, graduate of Manville High School. She came to the city as a temporary worker through Metter. Because of her hard work and dedication, she was hired on as a full-time employee. She's also had previously worked at Chocolate Bio Credit Union. Thank you. And next is Evaristo, I want to say it right, Evaristo Garza, sanitation driver, graduate of Lyford High School, that's down in the valley. Prior to working for the city, he worked for Waste Management as a driver. Thank you. Next is Michael Miller, building technician 5, electrical. He's a graduate of Sharkstown High School. Prior to working for the city, he worked for the city of Houston, and more importantly, he is a master electrician that we definitely need. Thank you. Valerie Garay, Deputy Clerk 1, Municipal Court. She's a graduate of Pasadena High School. Prior to working for the city, she worked for Aaron's Furniture as a customer service rep for 9 years. Thank you. And Jamie Shaw, Maintenance Supervisor, Fleet, graduate of Deer Park High School. Prior to working in the city, he worked for Bayshore Industrial as the production manager for that facility. Thank you. And last but not least, Sheikah Smith, graduate of Lee College, where she received her associate's degree. Prior to working for the city, she worked for Chemical Coast Incorporated as a customer service rep. Also had tenure with TABC and Harris County Probation for 11 years. Those are our new employees.
Well, welcome, new employees. We certainly welcome you to the city of Pasadena and think you have chosen wisely, and that we have chosen wisely by hiring you. Just glad to have you aboard. Okay, now it gets us down to city boards and commission reports. I entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler,
Second.
second by Councilmember Lehman, that Houston Suburban Estates partial replat number 19, 3 reserves, 1 block be approved. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Gets down to final readings. Madam Secretary, you may read ordinance 2016-136, 137, 38, 139, 140, and 141 on the consent agenda.
Okay. Ordinance 2016-136, extend annual contract with Vitron Inc. for fire extinguisher services. Ordinance 2016-137, contract with LMC Corporation to install underground electrical for Preston Road Christmas lighting. Ordinance 2016-138, annual contract with Pasadena Auto Collision for vehicle body repair and painting service. Ordinance 2016-139, amend ordinances 2013-10, 2013-11, and resolutions 2014-56, 2015-74, authorizing and approving 2013-2017 Consolidated Plan Substantial Amendment, the 2013 Annual Plan Act Substantial Amendment, the 2014 Annual Action Plan Substantial Amendment, and the 2015 Annual Action Plan Substantial Amendment for the reallocation of CDBG funds. Ordinance 2016-140, amend ordinances 2005, 192, 2006, 186, 2007, 210, authorizing and approving the 2005 to 2009 Consolidated Plan Substantial Amendment, the 2006 Annual Action Plan Substantial Amendment, and the 2007 Annual Action Plan Substantial Amendment for the reallocation of CDBG funds. And ordinance 2016-141, amend ordinances 2010-171, 2010-170, 2011-150, and 2012-111, authorizing and approving the 2010 to 2012 Consolidated Plan Substantial Amendment, the 2010 Annual Action Plan Substantial Amendment, and the 2011 Annual Action Plan Substantial Amendment, and the 2012 Annual Action Plan Substantial Amendment for the reallocation of CDBG funds.
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler, second by Councilmember Wagner, that ordinance numbers 2016-136, 137, 138, 139, 140, and 141 pass on second and final reading. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Councilman.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I'd like to say on this LMC corporate, the electrical for the lights on Preston is for District C on Preston.
Where are you talking about, Councilman?
2016-137, final reading, second one.
Okay, yeah.
I'd just like to thank Mayor Isbell. I appreciate the lights we're getting put out there, and I tell you what, it's going to help the city out. It's going to bring the morale up, bring Christmas spirit to the city, and I just know that the citizens of District C appreciate that, so thank you.
Well, you're more than welcome. Thank you. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. It's down to first reading, Madam Secretary.
Ordinance 2016-142, contract with HD Supply, Inc. for purchase of 6,615 Neptune water meters at $1,220,107.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler, second by Councilmember Bass, that ordinance 2016-142 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-143, contract with K&K Tractor Service LLC for the demolition of 5 dangerous buildings, $10,627.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler,
Second.
second by Councilmember Morrison, that ordinance 2016-143 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-144, contract with Infosol Inc. for on-site technical support for the municipal courts and the courthouse software, $78,000.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
Councilmember Casado, second by Councilmember Wheeler, that ordinance 2016-144 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-145, contract with Infosol Inc. for annual maintenance for the municipal court software known as Courthouse, $33,178.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman. Second by Councilmember Pat Van Hout, that ordinance 2016-145 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-146, purchase of 2 chillers, 1 cooling tower, and 2 boilers from Carrier United Technologies, $543,269.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wagner,
Second.
second by Councilmember Bass, that ordinance 2016-146 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. We defer in item F, Madam Secretary. It's down to item G.
Okay. Ordinance 2016-147, abandoning, vacating, and closing a portion of Oleander Street, 50-foot public street right-of-way, and accepting certain easements.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember
Second.
Wheeler, second by Councilmember Wagner, that ordinance 2016-147 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Gets down to resolutions, Madam Secretary.
Resolution 2016-103, donation of $5,000 from South Main Baptist Church to purchase external vest carriers for bulletproof vests.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
Councilmember Morrison,
Second.
second by Councilmember Van Hout, that resolution 2016-103 be adopted as it was read. This is a nice donation from South Main Baptist Church, and we'd like to thank them. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-104, donation of $250 from Clark Freight Lines, Inc. for the annual Christmas tree lighting.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wagner, that resolution 2016-104 be adopted as it was read. This again is a donation from Clark Freight Lines for the Christmas tree lighting. We'd like to thank them for that. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-105, donation from Walmart, 25 bicycles valued at $2,063.63 for the Officer Center Program.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Bass, second by Councilmember Wheeler, that resolution 2016-105 pass on as it was read. This again is a Walmart company giving Officer Santa 25 bicycles. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-106, interlocal agreement with Region 8 Education Service Center approving participation in TIPS, the Interlocal Purchasing System Cooperative.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wagner, second by Councilmember Wheeler, that Resolution 2016-106 be adopted as it was read. This is an interlocal agreement between Region 7 Education Services for the Interlocal Purchasing System Cooperative. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-107, donation of $250 from Neighbors Emergency Center for the annual Christmas tree lighting.
Motion by Councilmember Van Hout, second by Councilmember Wheeler, that Resolution 2016-107 be adopted as it was read. This again is a donation from the Neighbors Emergency Center for the Christmas tree lighting project. Thank them for that. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-108, in-kind donations from various businesses, organizations, or individuals valued at $8,920 for the 25th Anniversary Texas International Shootout Wheelchair Basketball Tournament.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Casados,
Second.
second by Councilmember Lehman. Resolution 2016-108 be adopted as it was read. And this is several in-kind donations going to the Texas International Shootout Wheelchair Basketball Tournament. Thank them for that. Any further discussion?
Mayor,
Councilmember.
on this and the next, can we get a reading, please, of the donors?
Yeah, it just depends on how many, I guess, but we'll look at it.
That's two of them stuck together.
2 pages?
No,
What do you got?
two resolutions.
2 resolutions.
It's all on the front
Oh,
page.
oh, I see, wait a minute. Oh, there's G.
Oh.
Okay.
You're starting with F.
Councilman, what are you doing?
Okay.
Councilman, what are you doing?
I was passing them to Linda to read. Normally, she reads off the names of the donors.
Well, it wasn't on the agenda, but that's, go ahead.
Okay, do you want me to read, go ahead and read F?
How many are there roughly?
I don't,
Just guess.
okay, okay.
3,000, 4,000?
Got 3 lines.
Oh,
Okay.
that's all right. You may read them.
Okay, on item 20, Resolution 2016-108, the names of the in-kind donations are Dixie Chemical and Silver Eagle Distributors valued at $1,950, a necklace and a clutch valued at $160 from Freedom Pawn and Guns, donation of drinks valued at $180 from Canteen, rental of sports courts flooring, and a Whataburger a day for a year, and cups, bags, toys, giveaways, valued all at approximately $5,000 from Whataburger. In-kind donation of raffle prizes valued at $1,000 from Don and Cantu, Benco, and SD Construction. Okay.
Any
And-
further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. Resolution 2016-109, in-kind donations from various businesses, organizations, or individuals valued at $3,116.05 for the 25th Anniversary Texas International Shootout Wheelchair Basketball Tournament. And I'll read those names.
You may.
Okay. It says in-kind donations from various companies, drinks from Pepsi Bottling Company valued at $200, kolaches from Morning's Kolaches valued at $100, chicken from CJ's Meat and Seafood Market valued at $240, raffle baskets from Chick-fil-A valued at $75, Danishes from Panera Bread valued at $273.24, rice, beans, tortillas from Lupi Tortilla valued at $997.20, Waters from Niagara Waters valued at $277, and wings from Buffalo Wild Wings valued at $953.61.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Was there a motion on that?
Oh, who made the motion on that?
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman,
Second.
second by Councilmember Wheeler, that Resolution 2016-109 be adopted as it was read. Now, let's vote again. All those in favor? Those opposed? Those opposed? Motion carries overwhelmingly. Okay, council. Meeting adjourned and the public is safe again.